Hey guys, welcome back to CoinLedger. We're going to be talking about Moemates here and exactly what is going on with the chart and the price action that we've seen here. As we see, that it is literally down 95% from its all-time highs. We're also going to be looking at Moemates as kind of an example and a principle that you cannot marry your positions or cannot marry some of these favorite projects, because literally at any time, any project can have a price action like this. This is why a constant reminder to take profits when you're up and to do your own research on a lot of the projects you decide to get invested into. So as always, if you guys get value out of the content here, if you guys could subscribe to the channel and like the video. So now, why are we covering Moemates with it down so much? Well, this was a project that we covered about a month ago now at this point here. And I'll be honest with you guys, and I gave you guys my opinion in that video. Also, I liked Moemates, everything about it. They had a lot of users. They had been building for a long time before actually launching their Mates token. They seemed, I believe, to claim to be already generating revenue as well. Now, obviously, we've seen, as they do target the AI agents, AI sector, we've seen the narrative kind of cool off with AI agents, as we've seen a lot of the market conditions kind of go a little bit more of a poor condition here recently, especially for AI agents. I mean, we still have stuff like virtuals that is down massively from 5 billion to like 750 million right now. So a huge drop from the leader in the space. And we are seeing stuff. This was also around the launch of like DeepSeek, obviously, that caused a lot of AI agents to drop off in price as well. But when we look at what's been happening with Moemates, now we can't even pull up their website anymore. At least I cannot. So that is quite a bummer. And by the end of the video, I'll give you guys my opinion on if I think Moemates is dead or not. So when we look, it all started, I believe, with about a week ago now. They said that their domain Moemate.io is currently experiencing issues due to an unexpected hold placed by their domain registrar. So we were not notified in any manner. Again, this is just something that they put out saying that their domain, their website was again on hold right now. Now they were talking to, I believe it was Squarespace about it. So it's interesting that they chose Squarespace to, I guess, host their domain. But either way, that's what happened there. And then we also saw, more specifically, I believe originally, we saw a post here on the 11th in the Discord of Moemates that essentially this is a post saying that the project is not exceeding the expectations that they had set out for it. They've also are not getting this, I guess, domain issue resolved as well. And it forced them to take a look at Moemate as a product and a service, and they say they accomplished what they wanted to do with it, but pretty much they end with saying that, again, from what I gather, let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong here, if you guys gather something else, that they plan to essentially abandon the Moemate project and have an early release of a new product in the next 3 to 6 months, and the previous Moemate users will have early access as well. So it looks like they are going to be doing some refunds in case you did pay for the subscription for the Moemate platform. Also, they say it's a painful decision. Then they also, again, put it out here on Twitter about 6 days later. So this is why you also have to be in the Discord of some of these projects to get that a little bit earlier on. So again, just saying that we built Moemate to provide open, accessible, customizable AI, something missing despite rapid advancements in AI models as well. So since launch, they battled payment processors and app stores. Their vision has always been to create something like Reddit. Again, if you guys did not watch the original Moemate review or have not been aware of what Moemate is, then I would encourage maybe do some research on the project. But if you were in the AI agents, kind of narrative, and especially AI agent platform launchpads, Moemate was one, obviously, that we were taking a look at quite heavily. But when we look at it for days, we were in the dark, and it took days just to get an answer from Squarespace. And since everything payment app approvals was tied to the domain, recovery could take weeks to get a new one. See, I don't know how much of that I believe there. I feel like that, just a domain here, I think that would maybe be more of a easier shift or easier issue to resolve or find some kind of temporary workaround. So again, that right there in the initial Discord message, I don't know, something seemed like something could potentially be happening there as well. So we've done everything that they could, or everything that they were hoping to build towards our insights or code to drive Moemate 2.0 forward, powered by Mates. So Mates will be our launch pad for sovereign AI experiences and apps as well. So I mean, technically the project is not dead, but I do think that this is a closure of the current product that they have, the Moemate 1, potentially over this whole issue. And again, we could say a lot of this is potentially due to the overall narrative being down heavily, price action, liquidity just not being there, so they could just not be making enough money on their side. But I mean, you can see here, obviously the community is not responding well for this. I mean, some people do have high hopes for Moemates. I think it's tough, especially with the fact that there's other projects that kind of are in this niche of AI agents. I mean, we have stuff obviously like Virtuals, Top Hat, Dacia, and a few others as well. That's just, again, on Solana. So I mean, it does beg the question of, why exactly would you have to get into Moemates here? So in my opinion, obviously not financial advice. Let me know in the comments below if you guys were affected by Moemates, if you got in, or I mean, even myself, I traded this and obviously I'm down here, but as of right now, my current stance is I would look elsewhere. It's unfortunate, but again, I wanted to cover it, even though that is a stance of, my stance here on Moemates, and the price action is down heavily. I just wanted to give you guys a reminder that this is why you do not marry your positions. This is why you do not go all in on one singular project, because literally any project could do this. I mean, when Moemates came out, there was such hype and momentum around the ecosystem because they had, I think it was like 600K users. They were building for, I want to say years, said that they were generating revenue. They had a pretty decent looking product here. They had agents live on there. A lot of huge influencers and KOLs were also hyping the project up. I mean, they were getting shout outs. So, I mean, they literally had everything going for them. And then literally look at the price action. So it's unfortunate. Again, I actually really liked Moemates personally. Let me know in the comments below. Again, what you thought of Moemates, and if you've been affected like this with other projects as well. And let me know where you think Moemates could go from here. But for me personally, I think with the fact there's other projects that you could pick over something like Moemates, there's really no reason to get involved with this token. Again, that is just my opinion, not financial advice. Obviously, they could come out with this new product, this new platform, this improved platform, they say, and they could make a huge comeback. Nobody really knows. Nobody has a crystal ball, but I do think that the risk to reward potentially at this time is not there. Now, if we see, or when we see AI agents as a narrative make a strong comeback, maybe we can circle back to Moemates. But again, just the fact that there's other projects that are not going through this, internal issue, I think it does kind of beg the question of why would you get involved with Moemates. But more than anything, again, I just want to capitalize again, more than anything, I just wanted to we see here also, Yellow Panther, which is a huge influencer in the space as well. Again, he said it good here as well, that they've been building their tech since 3 years ago. So they were literally working for years. They had more than 500,000 AI companions in Web 2 already building, and now they're merging and launching into Web 3. So it's just crazy. I mean, that's just the market that we're in, guys. You can't get married to your positions. That's really where I want to hit home with this video is take profits, spread your bets, don't go all in on one project, and don't put in anything more than you're not willing to lose. And with something like Moemates, even when it was like a $16 to $20 million market cap, with such a low cap, you don't want to put in a huge chunk of your portfolio. These low caps, whenever we say, they're undervalued, or maybe we put a buy alert in our private community, that is not saying put in a huge chunk of your portfolio. You put in a very small amount of it. You wouldn't put in the same amount that you would something like this, that you would into, like, let's say Solana, Avalanche, Bitcoin, or even something a little bit higher risk, lower market cap compared to those ones like Virtuals. If you just wanted broad exposure, this is something that you literally put in maybe 1 to a couple % of your portfolio into, being such a low market cap play, and you see what happens, with the project, as long as you have the conviction and the research behind it. Because if you had put in your whole portfolio, well, you'd be down, depending on where you got in, obviously, you'd be down massively. So either way, hopefully that part of the message really conveyed to you guys as just a reminder to take profits, don't go all in on one project. And even though the project can look extremely solid and could be, on the forefront and on paper doing everything correct, at least in my opinion, at the end of the day, it is still crypto. Everything is still high risk. That's what I try to make sure to say on, all these videos is everything is extreme high risk. Yes, the reward is potentially high, but, it doesn't work out 100% of the time. So this is why you have to follow those core principles of, your portfolio management, risk management is literally, you just live by that. Don't put too much into one project. Don't get married to your positions, and keep up to keep up to date with them. That's why I say don't have too many, individual projects you're invested into one portfolio, depending on your overall portfolio size, obviously, but that's something that you have to manage on your own end. But either way, that's, again, more of the principle of today's video. So let me know in the comments below if you guys have any questions on that, if you have any questions on Moemate, if you want my opinion, or where do you potentially think this project could go. It's unfortunate. Again, I liked Moemate as a platform. I thought, I had strong conviction in them, and then again, it doesn't take much, especially when the narrative is also heavily down, like AI agents. The money's just not there right now like it was 60 days ago. So that is also potentially a contributing factor here. If you guys got some kind of value out of this video, let me know as well by liking the video, commenting, sharing, hitting the notification bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.